We back with another one.
We never left.
Look, and another one.
Okay, right. And another one.
And another one.
Episode 2, honey.
Yes, honey. Meant to be shady. And
honey,
that
they don't need to cut it out with messing with that girl and her friends.
Yes. And I'm about to be shady as fuck. Yes,
Why?
I am. Huh?
Why? Tell me. What's going
Girl,
on?
because it's the windy of it all. I can't even review it with an open mind. I'm just going to be so biased. I can't even help it. Because everything she say to me is triggering.
Dang. So listen, I just heard Andy I felt like he sounds like he's triggered by it too, and I was like, I'm looking at him with a little side eye, only because I feel like I felt some sort of judgment coming from him on his response to Wendy that I never heard him have with any other housewife that, just gotten in any trouble. Oh. And again, I do, like we just talked about this Friday, like we understand, I mean, yeah, it's pretty ironic, like this is what you're dealing with. But I mean,
I can't help it.
He ain't just went to jail for a DUI.
But still. She ain't, this is a whole different ball game here. We got Miss 4-5 damn degrees, husband and Esquire, PhD, you doing some ghetto raggedy shit. Point blank period. And then you had the nerve. Then you had the nerve to try to call. She had the nerve to try to call Angel ghetto.
I hear you.
No, she's not. Yeah, because let this have been G and Mia. Girl, it'd have been unleashed on their asses.
That's true.
So I ain't feeling.
You know what? Okay, because that was my other thing. It's kind of like, is it? Like I feel like, did we say this on Friday? Because is it this like you just gotta take it, and it is gonna be some harsh criticism because you really came in like and continue to be, on this strong path. Even with the way she dealt with Stacy.
Yes.
Well, let's get into the episode, honey.
Okay.
So we know that Miss Angela is gonna be biased, honey. So listen.
All the way through and through.
You have to try to be the voice of reason. So we gonna see if I got any reason.
Girl, we can't reason shit. Her ass going to jail.
Now she going to jail.
They is.
You done convicted the lady already.
Girl, I didn't convicted her. I convicted her, and Happy Eddie is going to jail.
But you say they are going down, honey. Well, you know what Phaedra say? Be careful about the grave you dig for me, or dig a double one, okay? Because you'll fall in it first.
Yeah, so
listen.
She fell in it.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so we start off at the second Bloom ball. And Ashley is into it with Stacy, arguing, all about is she the
picked up where we left off from the last episode.
Just arguing with her.
Well, let's say this. Ashley is pretty much trying to embarrass Stacy about her own business.
Exactly. And then Ashley, to me, I'm having this nice event. Just like, girl, what's the old drug addict? No. What's the girl name? The girl that you just asked where they dig her up from. What she said?
Katie.
Katie said Ashley is uncouth, and she is.
That is true.
You have this ball, and then you bring out a fucking stripper at the end. I'm like,
yeah, that was so weird.
I'm like,
I know she do some strange stuff, but I was just like, where was the introduction? Like, I got in my notes, I put, I'm just like the rest of the guests, not ready for none of this. Like,
such a pearl. I'm like, what's she supposed to be doing? Girl, but anyways, so she's arguing with Stacy. She's saying that the timeline ain't adding up. We know the timeline don't add up. It's not. Stacy lying. I believe she's lying.
Timeline didn't either. She should know a lot about timelines not adding up. Okay,
yeah, so,
let's talk about it. That's the one. See, like y'all know, I don't care for Ashley. And that's one of the reasons why. Not that she doesn't like fans. Like, I didn't like the way she was coming for Candace when it was Candace. Hey, Cardi. I didn't like the way, who else was it after Candace?
Girl.
Robin. You know, like, Robin before Candace in a way, but she stayed on Robin until her and Robin became friends. And I just really didn't like the way she just inserted herself in other people's business. Thank you for grabbing your heart, me. When she had her own stuff to go, going on.
Yeah.
You had this old man, even this. So this is my shade to Ashley. I forgot to save her video about the dad, and it might be, I might have it in my draft.
Okay, I seen it.
Anyway, my deal with her is this. You and everybody business, and yet you sitting here holding space for some man you don't even fucking know. Let's just keep it all the way 100.
Yeah.
Dad or not. I don't even care. Like to say, well, that's her dad. No, it's not. That's a stranger.
Yeah, that's just her donor. That's her donor.
Mom is some sort of narcissist or something, because even let's go back to when he slammed that door in her face.
Yeah.
Her mama was sitting there right next to her, egging that on, instead of telling her daughter, like, you're not gonna chase him and no other goddamn man. Okay? Like, what is wrong with you?
But wait a minute. But
are you cool?
Yeah, but that's what the mama do though.
But exactly.
The mama do that.
You got the nerve to come, to have something to say about whatever man it is that she with, because we don't know where he. But every time you get a chance, you want to talk about how you don't think he this, that, and the third. Like, girl, get your stuff together and focus on what's going on with your family and in your house. Instead of trying to search the Virginia or Maryland or whatever database, looking for somebody else's divorce decree.
Girl.
Is it coming out your pocket?
Girl, you know.
And that's what bothers me about Ashley. It really gets under my skin. And I get it. It's a show. Like I say, I understand why she's there. She is the plant, right? She's the person who is going to get all the stuff out. She just, the skunk. You know what I mean? And the scuttlebutt. Like that. That's her. But at the same time, then you get on your social media and you go here, and I'm looking at you like you a cuckoo bird, because, again, I'm not saying that, it's so sad that she don't know her dad. What I'm saying is, why is her mama not making, like, how the mama got a relationship with this man? How the hell you able to find out the person who's supposed to be your dad passed away from your mama? How the hell does your mama?
Because remember, the
man slammed the door in your face.
Remember,
come on now.
Remember, they were still cool with the uncle though.
They was cool. Well, right, she was, but I'm saying even with the mom, if I don't recall, or if I recall correctly, she said that the mom was still friends with him on Facebook.
Oh.
So the mother still had some sort, again, how the mom is even able to, because if you're still cool with the uncle will call you. How is the uncle calling your mother? So I would think that was probably, if not the uncle, somebody else, or maybe she saw it on Facebook. But she did specifically say that the mama was friends with him on Facebook, and she wasn't friends with him on Facebook. And that's why I'm calling the mama out for that, because how, Sway? Like, unless it was her idea. Like, if it was, I'm not going to be friends with him. But no, you made it clear that he doesn't want to have a relationship with you. And for that, he wouldn't have a relationship with nobody else around me. Like, what?
I know that's right.
So
you speaking the truth.
There it goes. That's the reason why you crazy as a Betsy Bug right now, because your mama ain't let you know what your worth is, and that's why you got to chase around these
her mama don't know what her worth is. She chasing around a broke ass man, look like white man.
That's where Ashley get it from. We guess.
Yeah, because her sister look mixed to me too. So whatever. But anyhow,
we done running Ashley through the mud,
girl. So she was like, because principle is very important. I'm like, principle very important to Ashley? Whatever.
Well, it's amazing to me how principle becomes important to you with your friends, but when it comes to a man, you'll give him a million chances.
I guess, honey. While he out there fiddling on folks.
When when it comes to your friends, you have these high standards of character. You know what I mean? But that man you lay up next to, you do whatever he wants.
Because the man got the money. The man.
It still don't make no sense. It's like,
well, I guess
please.
the man had the money, honey. She was doing.
You don't get out of my face,
girl. And then so we got Wendy and Kay talking, and Kay feels like she's being gaslighted by Wendy. And I call Wendy's new name for me is Waukesha.
Not Waukesha.
Yes,
girl.
Waukesha, honey. Waukesha and Evante.
Lord.
Because them other people, Wendy and Happy Eddie, would never. But Waukesha and Evante did.
Where did Evante come from?
It started with an E.
Where did that come from? How did you make that up, child?
Waukesha, because she's talking about ghetto stuff. Waukesha is to me sounds like a ghetto name, and Evante sounds ghetto, and that's what they are.
With that, I mean,
so Waukesha and Evante, here they go.
Okay. Waukesha, honey.
There you go, Waukesha.
All right,
and Evante.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen. Angela about to be on your head, Wendy.
Because these people would never, right here. They would never.
What you say?
Not
they
the
would.
Not the doctor and the Esquire. Come on now. And we got Waukesha over there acting a fool. Girl, I'm about to like.
Listen, what did we think about what Kay is saying to Wendy? So did your mind change from what we had? So I feel like mine hasn't that much. I think I was saying that I think Kay is reaching. I understand what it is she's saying, but I do feel like Wendy is the wrong type of personality for you to even have that grudge with. Like, I don't think anything, even after the talk, I don't think anything would change. I think Wendy seems to have that type of air about her. And maybe it's not even an air. Maybe that's some form of socializing for her. Like what she said about being socially awkward. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because maybe it don't have anything to do with, I think I'm better than you. It's just, I can say this. I don't think Wendy wants to share certain spaces with her housewife mates. And the NAACP may be one of those places. That's all I'm saying. I can understand it.
And the prison may be one of them places too.
Well, like you said, now... How dare you have such a mighty high horse about who you gonna be seen with, huh?
Yes. Miss Hoity-toity over here doing the ratchetest ghetto and shit. Ain't none of them housewives doing this on this show.
Listen.
On this show.
That's right. You're right.
Miss Hoity-toity over here. Girl, you remember because Karen came in acting like she was so prim and proper too. And she ain't nothing but an old gutter drunk. And Wendy is a gutter snipe.
A gutter snipe. Oh, I'll never forget when y'all used that. I was like, oh my God. That was so like, you know how disgusting you gotta be to be a gutter snipe?
Girl, Wendy, aka Waukesha, and Evante did that.
But I did think that Kay is pushing it.
Yes.
Kay is really kind of getting on my nerves.
Kay is. She is. She pushing
really
it.
Kind of pushing it.
She pushing it. She is. To me, it's too light. It is. And I like how her friend, what she said when we get to it. But yeah. So then we have Stacy. You know, hold on, let me get back. Wait a minute. Kay. Okay, so Stacy was feeling like Kay is trying to beat up on her, and then Kay goes, you know, because you know I can fight. And Stacy goes, well, yeah, we seen it. I think Stacy.
But see, I ain't like that with Kay. Because see, how you gonna turn that around? Because last year you was talking about some invisible scar you had that you had to get plastic surgery.
Don't talk about my scar. Girl, we ain't see that on your big forehead.
You can fight. Like, girl, if you can fight, you can take these
exactly.
I'm just, you know.
But
Don't
Stacy,
forget Giselle talking to Karen Stand-In, honey. That's what we call her. What's that lady name? Cookie.
Cookie.
We calling her Karen Stand-In.
Well, you know, they said Cookie is the socialite. Another girl I watch that's from the Washington D.C. area. She says she is the socialite of the Washington D.C. area. She's all
That is interesting because she don't look like it. I was just kind of saying like,
yeah,
she's even found this friend, and she look a little thrown together.
But she's be where the who's is, where the famous people and the stuff. She's in those rooms, so that's why Karen hangs with her.
All right. Okay, yeah. Big old boobs.
Yeah, because that's why. Yeah, because the lady said it kind of irritated her when Ashley mentioned about her boobs. She said everybody who knows her in the Washington D.C., that's her. The nails, the boobs, that's how she coming. But like they said,
Ashley got it right with that one. I thought it was funny. And the reason why I thought it was funny, maybe it's because I don't have to deal with that. And I get it. You know what I mean? I get it's kind of that thing of why even point out the obvious. Yes, you know what I'm saying? However, when the way she the timing was good about it. She said, "Oh, nice to see you three." Well, yeah, because that is the first thing you see, especially with somebody sitting down. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a different way that you present yourself. And maybe that's too much for me to say. Like, maybe, you know, it gets into this thing, well, why should you? But maybe you should just because you want to downplay it yourself. I mean, when you got them sitting up on the platter, what else is anybody going to do? I mean, shit. That's all I'm saying. Sheesh. I don't know.
You know, but Ashley be having hers out, too.
Yeah, but they don't look like little.
Well, that's a big.
In your chest,
that's a big damn woman. Shoot, that's a big lady. You know, it is what it is. But so they're talking, and Giselle wants to do something for Karen. So one thing I will say is that they've been mentioning Karen's name all up and through here.
Well, that's why we got the stand-in. So we know the stand-in gonna be showing up.
Yes.
And she's gonna be the one kind of giving us little tidbits and updates about Karen.
Yes, honey. So then
and shout out to Giselle for probably heading that up, making sure we keep saying Karen's name.
Exactly.
Like, say her name.
So what did you think about in here when she they introduced Tia. Tia said she's Nigerian royalty. Wendy's Nigerian, and then Stacy, she's Nigerian too. I think I'm Nigerian. I got to do the 23andMe.
That's what was funny. I said her talking about her mother confirmed that she was Nigerian was hilarious to me because I think that probably a great percentage of us that are American probably do have some form of Nigeria, some percentage
or Ivory Coast,
yes, inside of us.
Yes.
And so that's because it was kind of, you know what it was reminiscent of? The first season when Giselle and Robin had to have a conversation, and I believe it was with Katie of all people. But it was about, because I think it was Robin that was saying like, it was something about her not having some form of African or something in her blood, and so no.
They was on her about acting white or whatever.
Yeah, it was YT about having any type of mixed blood that way, and so they she's like, no, both my parents are black, And so, like Katie looked at her and she's like, have you looked at yourself? Like you don't look the way you do and not have some other type of blood running through you. Even if the two primary parents you came from are, both dark skinned. It felt like the most ignorant conversation to have, especially from somebody who graduated from an HBCU. I don't know if Robin graduated from that. I know Giselle did, but she was having a conversation with them both because Giselle felt the same way with her green eyes.
Well, I think the whole thing that started that conversation because the girl said she didn't know what she really identified her kids as.
They were trying to attack Katie about how she identified, if she identified as white or as black. And so they were trying to basically condemn her for her not knowing how to approach being biracial with her kids. But at the same time, it was a valid point where Katie comes from. Because for me, I would look at it this way. It would depend on who your primary parent is.
Her parent was black.
If your mom is a certain, and if the other one is, and if you spend time with that, it seemed like that's where you would navigate to. Now, with the same thing with Giselle and Robin, to Katie's point, what she was saying to them is, you relate to as black, but yet that's because you're not acknowledging that that there is any mixed part. And not that it is mixed in a different way, because her primary parents are mixed, right? As opposed to what Giselle was saying. But the point is, like when that colorism thing comes up, the point is what you look like has afforded you other things, whether you identify as black or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because where Wendy is concerned, you don't look like her, even though she's Nigerian. But most black Americans look like Wendy, whether they're Nigerian from Africa or not. If you dark skinned in America, you favor her more than you favor a Giselle or Robin.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's where that was all coming from. So all I'm saying is, like, it was a silly conversation to have, but for them to not have to be able to acknowledge it is where that came from. Like, you have to be able to acknowledge that you know that there's some other blood running through you, because you don't end up light skinned with green eyes and two black parents. You got to know that, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you know, black make all colors though. Black made white, so whatever. I think they were coming from the fact that that girl's mama is black, and I did not, from what I understand and what I saw, she kind of identified the other. Whereas when
she for sure did. In my opinion, she did. Yeah.
And she didn't look the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then and her kids to me just look mixed. So,
mm-hmm.
That was a light-skinned fight. I had no price in it.
And I'm gonna go back to what her point is. Her point was to them was, it's easy for you to identify as all the way black, but you still get afforded the same things because you look white. Excuse my French, but that's what it is. Point blank and period. The way you go through, the way you move through life, that's what Giselle never got when it came down to them having that conversation. Giselle could not even, it took Karen to be the one to actually say, well, yes, there are different treatment when you look a particular way from your own people and from others. And that's just the bottom line.
I wouldn't say that Giselle looks white. Robin, possibly.
So we're not gonna talk about what we know.
Yeah, but I'm saying it has a lot to do with them being pretty.
In a world where if there was something that was considered passing, that would be Giselle.
No, she would not pass.
Yes, she would.
No, she would not. People wouldn't look at her and say, "Oh, she looked white." No.
Well, we're not. So
Giselle not passing. She looked like a light-skinned black. A white passing person to me have white features, white people hair. I have a little boy in my daycare that looks white. His mama's mixed, grandpa my color, but he looks straight white.
It's like two separate points being made. I say that she would be. The simple fact is, it's her proximity to the color, it's her proximity to the features, it's her proximity to everything. And there's no ifs, ands, and you coming from the South thing, yes, light-skinned black women get treated different than dark-skinned black women. And if you have green eyes, if you have hazel eyes, like those things also equate to that too. And to think that it takes some other feature to make it different, That's not true.
Well, I guess I never experienced that being a dark-skinned girl.
Colorism would be. That's what. So there's a difference between having like a racism deal and then the colorism, because that's what colorism is.
I understand what colorism is, but what I'm saying is Giselle don't look white.
Well, she would get treated better because of what she looked like and her proximity to
she
it.
Gets treated better because she's pretty, not because of what she.
It's still her proximity to what white attractiveness is. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so. I
mean, it's okay for that to be a personal opinion, but what I'm saying is think about it in a sense of society, the way that society behaves with these people. That's it. It's okay for you to kind of say, of course, I can look at Giselle and tell the same thing. I think about Spike Lee's
school days.
School days, right? It's like that's what we're talking about in the simplest part. You know what I'm saying? It's not whether her skin texture looks this way, because you're right. There are so many facets of it. But what I am saying, just in its plainest and simple form, without digging into that type of, well, how's her hair strands? It's not that. It's that people treat you different because of the proximity that you have to it. That's all. And she benefited from that. That's why Karen had to say the very same thing. Like, okay, there is a benefit to it, and I have benefited from it. That's it. Now, whether you participate in it or not is something totally different.
I guess.
But I feel like that's where Katie was coming from.
Okay. Maybe that's a Southern thing, because I have not experienced that.
It was the same thing that they were trying to say on her end. But what she was throwing back is the same thing with you. You have a luxury to just choose to cling to your heritage, and maybe she feel more comfortable wherever she at. And it could be with the socialite thing and all of that, because I think anybody coming up in that type of upbringing probably did have more of a where you acted what we would call like acting white, I guess, in the socialite space. That's why them black girls look raggedy when they stepping in the room. Like how you said that lady is a socialite and her hair barely look combed. Because you going somewhere else you ain't supposed to go get your hair done when you need to go get somebody who know how to do it. But you said that's what I'm talking about. In 2025, how you walking around anywhere with your hair all over your head? Anybody you go to, you can go to the Dominicans and get that shit blown out and straightened out the way you do. But no, you taking your tail over there to Sally or somewhere who don't know what they doing. But that's what I mean. That's a space that they occupy, and either you gonna be yourself or not. That's why I said that lady look a little crazy. Like she didn't give me socialite off walking in the room.
Who you talking about? The fat lady?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She's known in that area, so honey, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying that she didn't look like one.
No, but I don't believe she go to white girls either, because honey, the nails and everything look very ghetto-fied. She probably went to herself.
She could be going to. So let me put you up on this game. Before, so I just stopped having my nails done because it became so popular to everybody else. So let's not think that because you have those designs that it's somebody that looks like you that's doing it. As a matter of fact, this just became popular for as many nail techs to be doing what they doing. Before when I was having my designs, when my nails came out to there, it was the same people who you go into them shops. That was doing my designs. It wasn't somebody who looked like me. So that don't, just because her nails are that way doesn't mean that somebody black is doing them. That's number one. And it's
10, 15 years ago was the black girls doing them here.
It wasn't where I was at. In Chicago, Gary, or here. Even when I first moved here, that was the shop I went to go and put money in my nails. Like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do too. I just took them off. But the black girls was doing them here.
It was them that was doing it. So I'm saying that's not like, that is not always the case.
No, it was the black girls here. They just wouldn't do the feet.
Because we know that they know how to, just like they own all the beauty supplies. How you going to somebody asking them what type of hair you should put in your head?
Well, I'm just saying. Now, since we giving all the props to this big lady, Katie looked like shit on TV.
Katie, and she act like it too. Katie is a nut job.
So I just figured, I figured something was wrong with her. But anyways, Giselle is talking to Miss Cookie, and Miss Cookie is telling her all about Karen and what's going on in the jail. And
I woke up like this. I woke up like this.
My phone ringing. Hold on a second.
I woke up.
Sorry about that. Have some way of just wanting their hair to float, and like, you need to straighten that stuff out, girl. So yeah.
So then we go to, so at the end of the scene there, we got the stripper that came out on the floor, busted wide open and everything else, while everybody else is
everybody uncomfortable, including the people watching at home. Like, here I go, what is this?
I'm like, so that's the second balloon. I didn't understand that.
It was gross to me.
Yes, it was. It just was out of place. And
uncouth, in the words of Miss
Katie. Yes, very uncouth.
What's her last name?
I don't remember.
Something like that. Rose something.
And so then we have mini scenes there where we got Angel working. Yes, Angel working with the trainer, and she said she noticed a bunch of BBLs there on the East Coast. We got Kay with getting a new billboard, and her mother questioned her about something. I don't know. So then we get to Wendy, aka Waukesha, the scammer. And she has Stacy over. And all I got to say is this here.
Where the hell is she going walking around her own damn house in them heels? Like, what is wrong with you? I love this. Like, are you cool?
This is why they scamming. This is why she was scamming. She trying to be the it girl. Where is Dr. Wendy? This is Waukesha. Go ahead.
Yes, girl. No, hey, honey, listen. That's what my note said. Like, here I go. Where the hell is Wendy going? Walking around in those heels in her own damn house just to go sit on the back porch to talk to Stacy. And I ain't saying like the outfit fat. Why you ain't just got on some house shoes? Like, where are you going, girl? And this is the deal. Like, is this part of the housewife brand? Like, do we actually expect for housewives to visit each other at their houses and put on their best dress?
Well, I would expect this out of Portia, Shamia. That's what they do. Here, Dr. Wendy, she led with education. She's trying to be some kind of Potomac baddie. Went into debt trying to be Potomac baddie. Now she is Potomac scammer. And that's it. She said she was wearing a romper because Stacy always wore rompers. Stacy ain't wearing no shit looking like that. The romper's cute. I would give it to her. But you know, but
I just didn't understand them heels, honey.
I didn't understand it. I thought she was gonna fall down the stairs. I'm like, what is this? And they just going outside to talk.
Right. Yeah, honey, you gonna catch me in my house shoes. No, you know, and that's why I said so. The Wood over here said no, they don't expect for the housewives to want to do that. I think I expect extravagance, but even like when you mentioned Portia, I'm trying to think. I don't even think Portia is walking around in her 6-inch heels to come answer the door. Now she might show up to one of her housewives, houses that way. Understandable, walked out the house. That's what you want for the day. But I'm saying that's what I mean. You walking around your own house, like who in the house you got in front of the door?
They're messing with the dog, walking around in the high, clunky shoes. I just didn't get it. I said, well, I'll be damned. Because I know at home, I probably would have had that on in some pair of slides until I got ready to go where I was going. It looked like.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like, and maybe they could be the furry. Maybe they could be some
I said furry.
That you want. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could be extravagant or whatever. But yeah, that's just a bit much, girl. Scuffing up your own floors, answering your own door. Are you okay? Miss Keisha said she missed the old version of Housewives. I know, honey.
Yes. So this was just, I thought, okay, Wendy.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And like you said, now I did find myself thinking about her recent arrest, because I said the same thing in that sense too. Like, dang, like, this is what you know, like, is this what you are really
spending your money on?
Yeah. Or is this what you really are trying to obtain? This, like, and you didn't think you could be, like, you know how Barbie, like, I had a flight attendant Barbie, I might have had the doctor Barbie.
I didn't like Barbies.
Oh, I love Barbie.
I did.
Well, clearly. I don't know if that's even a secret.
I did. My mom bought me one. I like the big baby dolls. I like the baby alive. That's what I liked when I was little. I
had a baby alive.
And I used to have one that crawled.
I like Barbie better.
I didn't like Barbie. I just thought, no, I just didn't like it.
So funny. I like Barbie better. But I'm just saying, like, you can have, like, the smart Barbie. Like, it didn't have to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And so that's kind of where I'm at with her. Like, I'm okay with you wanting to be the princess and the princey. Like, I'm totally on board with that. But I don't know why you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, abandon your brain to get there. That's, yeah.
I don't call this princess, though, or pretty. I call it baddie. That's what it look like to me. That's what she's giving baddie.
Okay, now she is trying to be a baddie. But I am saying, too, it's all, even in the baddie status, to wake up and put on a pound of makeup on your face every day, that's really pretty. I mean, it is.
That's why she didn't want that white towel. Girl, could you imagine what that towel was going to look like? And trying to be shady with it.
You wake up contouring your face every day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God.
And you know, and the funny thing about these baddies is they look old as hell. Like,
girl, let your skin breathe.
Like they 40.
Yes, let your skin breathe. But anyways, so they're over there talking, and then she said, you know, she wore the romper because of the way Stacy always wore a romper. So Stacy is talking to her about Ashley, questioning her about TJ, and talking about she don't know what she's talking about. Yes, you do. You know exactly what they're talking about.
I need that light back. Thank you.
And she goes, Stacy says, well, first Wendy notices the ring, and she's like, are you engaged? She said, I'm back with my husband. My ex-husband, whatever. You know, Wendy looking, she's, you know, looking for that shade. And Stacy says, okay, so they get to talking about Wendy and her talking about the Happy Eddie dupe and her cannabis. And she said it was after the reunion, but she's like, wasn't Giselle right? She was like, no. So I'm like, okay, I those lies, I don't know. But I feel like this, she doesn't need Happy Eddie or Wendy's approval to do anything.
No, for sure.
So I don't even understand.
Yeah, I didn't understand. So my note is saying I didn't understand Wendy's point with Stacy, you know, or let me make sure, was it Stacy's point? So I said I didn't understand Stacy's point really with Wendy. I don't know why she felt it necessary to come and kind of give the information that she gave. And I'm not sure what that was supposed to do, because it did feel like Wendy is Wendy is trying to scrape around for something, and she needs to expose somebody. And I feel like Stacy is just trying to figure out if she can find an ally. And if she wasn't going to do something that was going to be, I guess, like seeming like it was forthcoming about something, then I don't know why you here, Ike? I don't know why you here. You just showed up with a ring on your finger, like knowing it's from the ex-husband. I don't know why that is not a forthcoming thing that you just are willing to tell the girls without them seeming like they gotta, crawl down in your throat and pull it out. And so it do feel a little weird and strange, but here's the deal. Let her have it. I'm just kind of not, because for me, if I'm just gonna let it go. Like, yeah, fine. You don't want to talk about TJ no more? Fine. I don't want to talk about him no more either. I clearly don't want to hear about him no more. And that's the deal too. If we all look at this season and we all felt the same thing, like clearly y'all wasn't in a relationship. And even if he did turn around and say, well, she was paying me, I feel like, ain't that enough? Like, why is it that you need her to say, well, yeah, I did pay him? Why? It's enough to know that you didn't think they was in a relationship. He said that she was paying him, and you can be like, well, okay. Now, if she want to say something different, let her say something different. But I don't know why you need her to admit that to you. Like, who are you? And who is she to you that you feel like she got an answer for you about anything?
Yeah.
Lying or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. That's what I tell people. If she lying, it's hers to tell. Yeah. It's her life, and it's her lie. Yeah. And you can put two and two together. Exactly. And you can move on about your business. Because you look crazy trying to pull something out this lady that she clearly ain't about to give you.
She sure isn't. And Lakeisha
he said we expect that from an ATL housewife, even Beverly Hills housewife, but on Potomac, you say, I would expect nothing but business wear. Okay.
Hey, Ro joined us on TikTok. Hey! We reading
Wendy under the bus, honey.
We reading her down. But hey, ladies, yeah. But I feel like I wouldn't care what else Stacy has to say about it. I'll let that go. Sure. She gonna die on that hill. She's gonna, let her have it.
Well, in the words of Heather Dubrow, if everybody says you did, it is time to lay down. So that's what it is. Like, it's time to lay down. We're going to let this one go.
Yes.
That's it. No justification for it.
Yeah, so, honey, that's it. So then, as Wendy is questioning her, she said she got to go to the bathroom. And Wendy goes, is she pregnant? Like, come on.
I felt like she didn't want her to go to her bathroom.
Girl, she didn't want her to see that stolen shit. That's what that was.
Lord.
She didn't want her to see that stolen shit. And then she goes,
I felt like she was tripping about her using her bathroom. And it seemed like she thought that maybe she was trying to go to the bathroom to get out of something. I didn't understand. But yeah, I went Stacy, like, why is you hounding me about the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom or not?
Yes, because thank you, Ro. But yeah, it's to me, I tell you, I'm a side-eye Wendy all the way through. I just am. I am just not saying Wendy was not my favorite person, but I just, like I said, my first, the first time I ever seen her was being a political commentator. And just to see this, I'm like, I am taken aback.
I feel like what we feeling is just disappointment.
Yes, totally.
Just total disappointment overall, right? Yes. And that's why I think everybody's having the sort of reaction that they're having about it, because, like you said, like whether we like Wendy or whether we didn't, her entrance into Real Housewives of Potomac seemed to be just one of affluence. And we do like to
Exactly.
And so, yeah, and so it is disappointing to know that they have slid their way all the way down to the gutter, honey.
Gutter snipes here. Waukesha and Evante, honey. Waukesha and Evante, and girl, I ain't letting it go.
Like Miss Keisha say, I expect more of Dr. Wendy. Like, we just had greater expectation for her, which is all, and I feel like everybody did, because when she started to come back and was dressing different, and like we said, as women, we know that it's okay for you to have and embrace all aspects of yourself. However, we could see that there was a shift in that, because what we know is that you're not showing up to John Hopkins in that romper and them heels.
Didn't she have like a little party for her body makeover?
She did. And what was funny about that is, I didn't notice how flat her butt had been before, but when I saw the new one, and we're gonna get to that shade that the old girl did, I didn't necessarily see a whole lot of difference in the new body. But even with that, like, at the point in which she did the body, it just felt like she was embracing and adapting to something that was totally opposite from what she had dedicated. Yeah. And so, and even with that, because she's the one that told us, like, she gets to be both. She gets to be the doctor, and she gets to dress like a thought when she wants to. And so I'm like, well, okay, fast, right?
So she low-key.
Well, okay.
So she low-key. So
what I didn't know is that you would be committing insurance fraud on your way down there. Like, I didn't know.
Nigerian scammer. But anyways, Waukesha says, I know she didn't bring TJ on just to get her husband back. Oh my God.
Honey, we know you didn't take a whole burglary just to get some money back.
Oh my God.
Oops, did I say that?
Girl. I don't know. So then we got Tia and Jizzy. And they are at Tia's house. We see Tia has 4 kids, got 2 older girls, and a set of twins that are younger, boy and girl. She's married to a guy from the south side of Chicago. His name is Rob.
South side?
Yes. And and honey, she got her a nerdy husband. He's into sales and acquisitions. And she's a real estate advisor. She's hoity-toity for real. She is the Nigerian princess that Wendy,
sounds like it.
That Wendy wants to be.
I hope we don't find out about her scam.
Not with the man from the south side of Chicago. No. Not the chauffeur.
I mean, he's from the south side of Chicago. What you mean, not with him? That's exactly who you mean.
No, he's a nerdy man. He's a nerdy man, honey. I ain't putting that on us black folks. That's them Nigerians doing that shit. And got the nerves to be on TV and got the nerves to be on White Swap.
But they done pulled the
I know.
Though. They're not playing it.
It's for her good though, because we probably would have been, we've been all looking to see what we see, because they do their little tour of the house.
Yeah,
girl, we've been looking.
I mean, right, like, oh, that would be so messed up. Like, please don't tell me she just showed the shit on TV. Outside of the picture she already took in the ring.
Girl, we've been on there looking. What they say was missing?
Right, okay, messing it up. Like, is this that?
It was for her own good. That's what I think they did that for. But anyway, so Giselle and her, they met socially. And basically Miss Tia, her Ibu, or however you pronounce it, name, means pampered from the mother's womb. This girl is a princess, and she said
she's not Ibu, she Yoruba.
Mm-hmm. With them African terms. I'm sorry, I don't know. And the daughter said the mama got the dog on sale, but she don't like the dog. The mama said she don't do errands. Her and her husband is the chauffeur / nanny. There we go.
That's what she said. He's the nanny. No, they're not gonna show her episode. At first, it sounded like they was gonna push it back, and then it said they was pulling the whole episode.
Yes, it's for her own good.
So I think the pushback is just because they gonna start with whatever the second episode would have been, whoever that was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, I did like that little scene. My note says I thought Giselle and the newbie, because I couldn't remember her name.
Tia Glover.
I thought it was cute. I thought her kids were hilarious, honey. Now them kids, please say she only got the dog because it was on sale.
I don't even like her.
I really don't like her. And it reminded me of how my kids would be sometimes. I thought shouts out for the hubby doing everything, making it happen around the house, letting her be the little princess, and sound like she just worked because she wants to. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
So we still got to get to know Miss. Is her name Tia?
Tia Glover. Yes.
We still got to get to know Miss Tia.
Yes.
I am interested in how she came and ran into this guy from the south side of Chicago. Where was they at when they met? But so far so good. Wendy seems like she's embracing her because Wendy caught a lot of flack when it came to NECA. Also, honey, Kim Paya said the girls hate Wendy because they was all under NECA's post talking about how she was vindicated and all of the Fire Housewives, the one-hit wonder housewives. Yes, girl, he was like, honey, the girls don't like Wendy. But I think, like, to your point, it's all this very strong reaction to your portrayal of who you were, and then this,
Let me tell you this too. There's another political commentator that she used to spar back and forth with on Fox News. Black guy. I think he's a Trumper, but he said, he talked about Wendy, how she walked around very arrogant, very mean. Like he said, I can understand, we have disagreements politically, but the way she would come off like she was just better than everybody. Honey, he was eating it up by her ass being a scammer. And I was like, he was letting her have it. He was firing off it. I was like, wow. So I'm wondering, basically, how they edit things. Did she really come off when she was trying to be a housewife, came off like she was just so much better than these other women?
I think she did.
And so from what we probably saw, it was probably a lot worse. And that's why they didn't like her.
I could say that. I can agree with that. But this is where I'm going to take up for her in just a small little bit in that area. You don't get to higher places just being nice. Now I don't know if that means that you treat people in a particular way, but what I am saying is not everybody's experience with you is always going to walk away and be, oh my God, she was the nicest person. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I think they're like, to give her room for the space that she did have to occupy, I can understand having a particular air. In the Fox News headquarters, I can understand it being there. Like, all I'm saying is I can get it, but I don't know. Like, I think that most people will walk away from me thinking that I'm a kind, nice person. But I think there can be times where if there's something happen and I'm trying to get something done, maybe it is a snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, not because I'm snapping at you or think that I'm better than you, but maybe because we're trying to get something, done or whatever. So I don't know. Consider the source. But listen, everybody can have a field day with this just because this is a mighty fall from the tower.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Say karma always comes back. So it does pay to at least be kind to people or to try to treat people with respect in that sense. But all I'm saying too is in some spaces you can't be the like damsel in distress. You gotta hold your own with a bunch of raggedy ass men.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
she's mean.
We on to Miss Dang on Ashley house, and this is what I got to say about this woman's house, because I pay a man to do my yard weekly, and to me, the girl said, Katie said she uncouth. Ashley is trash. Period. Look at this backyard. This is a hot fucking mess. You got this $1 million home.
Is that the same house that she bought when they first got separated or whatever? Okay.
That one.
I don't know. I mean,
no.
I don't know. I didn't have that thought about it.
I did. Trash. You can't tell me you in this supposed to be highfalutin neighborhood and your grass look like that.
Well, yeah, that is a bit much. Yeah,
She's
I was
trash.
thinking about the dirt patch because I was like, well, if it's for the kids, like,
well, that's supposed to be mulch.
I understand that, but as far as like you said, the actual line, listen, Ashley, I don't have anything to say about Ashley. I'm sick of her. Like I am over Ashley for real.
Yes.
She don't have nothing going on. Before you even get to it, I'ma just fast forward to this whole Josh situation.
Girl.
You know, like the whole thing I took from that scene was you basically just let us know that this love hotel wasn't real.
Yes.
Right? Because I said that when the shit was coming out. I said, this is confusing to me. How are they filming Love Hotel, and they had just finished filming Real Housewives of Potomac, where the two of them, Ashley and Giselle, were supposed to be dating the guys that they met, which Josh is one of them, on the speed dating or whatever the shit was.
Yes.
Excuse my French. And and not to say that, listen, I know that all of these shows are not real per se. But at the same time, if you're using the single housewife, right, then it seems like if you want us to buy into it, that it should be somewhere where, they actually not, I had to put my boy toy on hold.
She had to put him on ice, honey. On ice.
And listen, and you like this damn fool. So here's what it is to me. Ashley, you seem to have become, I'm going to use the term predator just because, like how she would look for an older guy to kind of be the one, or sugar mama might be a better term. Maybe not predator. Okay, I don't went too far with that. So sugar mama. But now it feels like that's who you are to this guy, Josh, because like I say, number one, you have a conversation with him about how you needed to go and film that. So he was supposed to want to be on standby while you go and figure out if you want to date one of these guys. Absolutely not. The second thing is when he came back, when y'all go out in this car, you talking to him about the product in his hair. Like, well, how about you guys put the sheets on his bed?
The white sheets. Girl, we know what I got out of this whole thing, because she was going to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and she said it's not about partisan. She's a Trumper, point blank, period. Right there, she went in that booth, voted for him. That's what I think. So this all alleged.
Well, that's the only way you showing up for something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then she dressed to the nines, and he come in here dressed like he was dressed. So they was mismatched. And she didn't want him wearing the product in his hair because the product made his hair look curly. I don't know. That boy might be some sort of mix. She wanted his hair to look straight, more straight, like a white boy. Point blank, period. Because why else would she say, why you putting, about the product?
I don't know what. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know why it was. I didn't think about it that far. But what I thought it was, in my notes, I put that she was being controlling. That's what I didn't like. Information. Maybe if you had said something prior to him getting dressed and coming there, like if you gave some sort of expectation for whatever the dress was supposed to be, then cool. But to sit up and have that conversation with him in the car on the way, it felt like something some old man with all the money would do to some young lady who ain't got none.
Exactly.
That's what it felt like.
Exactly. So, honey, that whole scene right there, her sister came there and all that, in that badass, horrible backyard. And her going to see Trump, talking about the respect for the White House. Bitch, please.
Well, she sound like Nelly on that one, and yeah, he is on ice for me. I don't know him and Ashanti for that matter. Like, shoot, y'all, we'll check back with y'all in about 3.5 years.
But you know what? But she was like, the whole thing. She said white sheets shows maturity. I said, what?
Now, I don't know if I think that, but I do have, so it's funny that she would say that because I kind of started using white sheets. And I think for me, it was more about, it's like it's more of a look. Like it do look more, I didn't think mature, but I guess I thought, I don't know, I like for stuff to look like a hotel.
Okay.
So I get like
I don't hardly buy white sheets. I don't.
Yeah, so. Like maybe like upgrade, luxury, something like that. But I don't think necessarily mature. Like, but yeah, I think it looks more elegant, something like that, you know. But I got purple too, y'all. So it's a mix between my purple sheets and
I buy sheets all the time. They all colors, honey. So
they all colors.
They all colors.
I don't think that like. I think it can go either way.
So whatever
again, I feel like she was just being controlling.
Yeah. So whatever king size bed set I'm buying, that's get the sheet.
Well, here's the thing about a king size bed. I kind of agree with you. Buy whichever one you can get on sale because them damn them sheets expensive as hell.
So hey, whatever it is, what it is. Whatever I like, that's what I'm getting. And I usually white to me is just plain. So that's it with that one. So she wanted to control the young man. And honey, I guess after that, they was gonna get together and see if he got them white sheets. So the next thing we got Angel and Bobby. I like them. I like Angel and Bobby, and their house from Colorado, beautiful, immaculate. And I don't know if they're gonna find what they're looking for in Potomac. Not with all the land.
Where was Monique and Chris' old house at? They could probably go get that.
Was it actually in Potomac? Or was it outside?
I don't remember.
I don't know. They might have to find something outside of Potomac, you know, because I think she said one of them wanted at least 5 acres. So, and he asked her, well, his name is Bobby. He's a retired NFL player. And he asked her, was everything?
I'm trying to understand, how long did they know each other? So, I know she said they've been married for 6 years, but for some reason, as she explained, like how he played in Colorado, they moved to Colorado, and now he's been retired for, what did she say, 3 years? So I'm kind of, did they ever say how long they actually dated?
It seems like she took
they've been together longer than 6 years.
Yeah,
right?
They've been married 6 years, but it seems like she took so long to even talk to him because it sounds like they said 4 years from when he actually got into her Facebook messages.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
I wasn't very sure.
How much time have they actually been together? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
She made it sound like she's been with him. I'm gonna say the whole time he's been playing football, but like she moved to Colorado. So I don't know if that means when he got drafted or if there was, you know, some type of trade or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's been traded a couple times, girl. I don't know his name like that. For him to be with one team the whole time, so I would imagine he's been traded.
It happen sometimes? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think we know his name a little bit better.
I mean, it's been basketball players that stay with their same team the whole time.
Yeah, but football teams, it depends on what position he used to play, whether he was first string, second string, third string.
I'd like for us to get to that information. I want to know how long they've been together as a total.
But I know it seems like it took a while for her to even get with him, from him just dropping in her DMs. And he said, yeah, because I ended up getting my money up or something to that effect.
Right, that's why I want to know. I want more information about that. I want to know, how did the DM come to be? Had he already been a football player? Right, like I just want to know more information. The story feels sketchy. But I mean, whatever, you know.
Okay.
I did like them.
So, and then, so he asked her, has she been hazed? And how are the girls perceiving you? And she said, they haven't hazed me yet. And she wants to have a get together and basically, let them know something about her. And she wants to put together some kind of peace and tranquil sound bath. So we go over to Kay and Jizzy, Kay's house or condo. And Giselle's there. So Kay has the chef preparing a salad. And Giselle asks her if Greg stays there. So I guess they stay back and forth at each other places. I guess they're still in a relationship. Giselle says that she asked her the status of the relationship. She said they're good. And Giselle said, he's a man basically that has his way, to me, kind of like a chauvinist. And
I think he is. Here's my deal with him. If you wasn't going, if she was going to be happy with him in the way that he is presenting like now, then I wish she never would have allowed him to film in the first place. Because I do think, me personally, my opinion of him is tainted. And it's tainted from, his last season. Because here's the deal. Out of all the Housewife franchises, there are plenty of husbands who's come and they didn't want to film. I don't think those wives do well as a housewife when their spouse don't want to film with them. But sometimes, like, even Erica with her husband, like, he didn't want to film, but he did come to some things, Same with Lisa Rinna and her husband. Like, he's not on everything, but he did come to some things. And when he showed up, he just showed up. He wasn't an asshole to his wife or girlfriend, And I think when people do that, Kenya and Mark is one, When people do that, there's no coming back from that. And so even though you look like you in some sort of bliss, and it seems like he just buying you because, I don't know, like, it just feels like you just happy with the facade of whatever it is. And I just want Kay off my television screen at this point. Like, I don't want to deal with her. I don't like the guy, Greg. I think he's an a-hole. I know we only got to see a little bit, but I don't think that's any different. I think if she wants to be on the show, she needs to have somebody who's supportive of that.
Yeah.
And if he's not, like, you developing and trying to give us a story about your relationship after we saw what we saw, it doesn't work for me. That man gonna have to show back up and do some things, I guess, to make sure, or to convince us all. And maybe she doesn't owe us that, but I don't know how well that's gonna work for you, because you being in other people's business, why your stuff is the way it is the same way I feel about Ashley.
Yes.
Now this is what I want to ask y'all. When she started to speak to Giselle about her issues with her friend Angel, right?
Yes.
Did she pull a Shamia? Did she just pull a Shamia?
Yes, she did.
Because it was like, you drugged your friend on this show, and then the first conversation you have about something you're feeling uneasy with about your friend of 20 years. You talk to it about it with messy ass Giselle?
I love it. I love it. I said because reason why. Not love what she did, but I love how Giselle threw it back in her face. And in front of her face to the friend. So the friend know that the little woman is talking shit and says she chin checked your ass.
Yeah, for real. And well, here's what I'm okay with. It's so funny how I've never disliked Giselle. And even when she was going through her stuff with Monique and all of that, even in her messiness and stuff, I never disliked Giselle because Giselle just show up as who she is. Like they're like, so yeah, how you talking? Like you got to know that whatever it is you saying to her, she about to bring it up. I mean,
and we're filming, so your friend gonna know it.
Right. So that's what I mean. You literally just pulled the Shamia where you just sabotaged your own friendship in that aspect to me.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the chin check because what I put in my notes. So I put here. I said I agree with Giselle. Okay. I didn't know we chin checked our own friends. First of all, so even to sit up with her and use that type of terminology. You pulling the Wendy with that because there we go. Like, why is everybody willing to just jump through whatever ring of fire, to be Giselle's friend? Because that's what it felt like.
Because Giselle's that girl. I can't help it.
I mean, yeah,
she is.
Clearly.
She is.
Clearly.
Because Giselle.
Because you just swooped that girl right, and it was so y'all can have a little kiki about it.
Exactly.
But I agree with Giselle. Like. I didn't know you chin checked your friends, and if you did, how you sitting up talking to me about it?
Exactly.
But then let's talk about what a chin check is, right? What I think a chin check would imply, like now, street part would imply that you got physical with somebody, but I think in a verbal way, it also would imply that you shut somebody down in what they were saying, right? I don't recall seeing that happen. Unless they just didn't show us. I don't know if we didn't see it all or whatever, but I don't recall seeing that.
No.
I recall you saying something to her.
No. And the thing
I don't recall the chin checking happening.
And the thing about it was, Angel was right. Did you ask your friend, because you complaining about Wendy, did you ask your friend about her sick kids? No. She got that mama bear thing going on, is what she said. But yes, I feel like Giselle's that girl. Giselle marches to the beat of her own drum. She dressed like the fuck she want to dress. Don't put no effort into it. And yet you bitches still want to be her friend. You look for Giselle's approval. Giselle is that girl on this show.
Okay.
So that's all. They're all trying to be her friend because, they not icing out Giselle. Giselle. Go come in, she gonna stir that motherfucking pot because she ain't about to tell you too much of her business.
That's right.
She just like Dr. Heavenly.
So as soon as when she came in there and she said, "Oh, you look nice," she said, "You going to meet some man tonight?" She said, "I could be," and I got that in the note too. I said, "How funny is it that we not gonna have Giselle on her way literally to a date, but we not gonna see none of that."
He can't tell me she can't find no man.
I'm pretty sure she keep at least. That's the deal. Even with women who you don't see, like you gotta know it's somebody.
It's somebody. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that big girl with them, Miss Cookie got a man too. I bet you. Shit, she probably got 3-4 of them.
Shantae got a man at home.
The lady's home, honey. Because she creeping with somebody, man. I bet you.
Love it.
Yeah, so anyways, in this conversation with the chin check and all of that, they talk about the event that Angel is going to throw. And Wendy not Wendy, Lord have mercy. Giselle was kind of, trying to figure out what we're supposed to wear. And she said, it's going to be some kind of type of healing like type sound, earthy type thing. So basically, come in your GNA.
Right. What happened to that? But go ahead.
So that's how that kind of ended. So we're at the Massey's house with the sound bath and Traco event going on. And what I got here? Lord. So she's having this event just so everybody can get to know her and put everybody on a healing journey. Waukesha is the first one to arrive, Dr. Wendy. So, they offer her to drink and ask her, did she want a towel? She said, let me smell it. And then no. And I'm like, that bitch didn't want that towel because she didn't want all that makeup being on it. It looks bad when we wiping off that makeup and it's brown stuff all on that white towel. So why she was trying to be shady, we know why she was reasonably shady. So what I did not like what she did when the girl had put some kind of lemon black stuff in the drink and how she said it was ghetto. And I thought, not
well,
Waukesha.
You know something? I didn't like the way the lady just poured this.
I just would have said I wouldn't have drank it. Period.
Yeah,
I would have.
Yeah, that's the part I didn't like, and I feel like that. Like you say, it was probably wrong terminology, but I got where she was coming from. It's like, but you didn't even give a person a chance to say okay, or to even ask you a question about what it is you're doing. Don't have me come in the door and you just dropping droplets in my drink. Yeah, I'm going to assume that you're not trying to drug anybody or whatever. But at the same time, no, don't do that. Let somebody know what's going on. Give them an opportunity to say, okay, yes.
I just would have said no.
Are you gonna use this?
I would have been like, no, thank you. That would have been me. I would not have said it was ghetto, especially knowing that I am the scammer. Doing the most ghetto-less shit ever.
Okay, what you say? Look who's calling the kettle black, huh?
Waukesha. Oh my God. She said, I hope it ain't no hocus pocus in here. I don't know she didn't talk about hocus pocus and her mama do all the stuff at the dang on altar. All this stuff is like a reflection of her. It really is. Ghetto, hocus pocus, Waukesha.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, listen, okay, I hear you.
Girl. Well, anyways. So we have Giselle enters and basically, Giselle talking about, I heard you don't like loud noises in your house. She says the lady wants peace and tranquility, and Giselle says she prefers lies and foolishness.
I thought that was funny.
I did too, because that's what she liked.
That was funny.
Yes, we're trying to get it ready for TV. We're supposed to be airing this stuff for TV, so we got to bring some messiness to this event.
Right, exactly. And because I think that's what was funny about it too, because it's well, clearly we all do, right? Because we keep watching this shit.
Yes.
I don't know if we watch a whole bunch of what she wants us to do, if we gonna still tune in.
Yes, I heard that Andy's response. That's to Danielle. Yeah, but so we're there and Giselle is starting to stir the pot. So Giselle wants to know if Kay is cool with Waukesha and if Kay is cool with Angel. And Angel's like, what the fuck is you talking about?
I get in this.
Yes.
Exactly.
My friend of 20 years.
And like you said, I think she would be the one to let me know if she have a problem.
Exactly.
Right. Honey, they gonna have a problem when she's after this episode.
Giselle said, because I heard you got chin check. She said, I don't believe my friend would even use that kind of terminology. Girl, your friend did.
Yep, that's what she said, and that's what she said.
She said, Kay look like a deer headlights. You said it.
But that's what she get. here's the next thing. That's why it probably pays to focus on your own business.
Exactly.
And to talk to your friend yourself. That's your friend of 20 years. Like,
exactly.
not nobody who just came on the scene. So it seemed like you should have been that little whatever you did with Giselle on the porch. That should have been Angel sitting over there.
Yes. That show should have been, but no. She over there gossiping about her friend, and no telling what else she probably said. So she said
that's the only thing we saw.
Yes, because she said she had to chin check her and get her together.
That's what she said.
And no, Angel said, because I do the chin checking around here, and I bet she do. So she just was, couldn't believe her friend said that. And then Giselle walks over and talks to her. She said, "You did say that." And she was like, "I'm woman enough to say if I said it, I'll say it." And she went over there. And then Giselle said, "Hey, Angel, I want you to know I'm not a liar." And then, girl said Giselle said I said it, so I must have said it. No, you said it. And they read it back.
Yeah.
So by this time, poor little old what's her name? Stacy enters. And they just dogging her about her breath.
Girl, listen, I put in here, y'all remember that scene from Poetic Justice? When the lady told him, like, you want to
smell my poochinaty?
Yes, and blow their breath in his face. That's what that part reminded me of when they did the flashback. And listen, I wonder what is going on with her. Maybe she
Did you see they put the green when she went like this? I said, "Oh, they so messy."
Messy as hell. But that's why I feel like they show her birthing in the first episode. Like, because... And listen, it can be something wrong with you, like, internally in that way. But with her birthing and stuff, it seemed like they was trying to indicate that maybe this girl got GERD or something. And that's why her, like say, the breath mints don't help because it's like an internal something coming out of her. I just thought it was funny.
I almost took it a whole nother way. I was wondering if maybe could be possibly because she's very thin. Could because TV's supposed to put a little weight on you and she still look real thin. Could she be possibly bulimic?
I don't know. Those are not things I dove into.
That's what I kind of thought. And they keep bringing up about her breath.
I'll tell you, my first thing was that they might be trying to out her about smoking. And the reason why I say that is because, like, even with Dorit, like, I feel like it was one particular scene, and I can't remember what was going on with Dorit, but they actually caught her with a cigarette in her hand. A lot of times, what you don't know, same is why there are no cigarette commercials and certain things about the way that they show that. And so I'm saying that to say there are housewives that smoke, but everybody try to keep it a secret. Like, they don't bring it up and mention it. The only way they do, because what was it? Basketball Wives. They said it about Tammy. So it was like, that was their way of kind of outing her about smoking cigarettes. So
smoking cigarettes is taboo as a housewife?
Yeah. It's taboo, yeah. And then, like, right. And then, so most times I kind of am like that too. Like, I smoke cigarettes and I've been trying to quit, but like, you won't see a picture or anything with me with one in my hand, because it's not ladylike.
Girl, these bitches ain't ladies, girl.
Well, they consider themselves too, and that's what I mean. Like, and I do think that there is some type of cliche that go behind it, in a sense. So that was my first mind, is that they were maybe trying to out her for that. But as far as like
I assume she smoked because she's gonna do some happy eddies. Once you already say you're gonna be in the cannabis thing, I just assume you do all the other things if you're doing those things. So if you ain't shamed about cannabis, I don't know why you would be shamed about tobacco.
No, it is some people that, I mean, yeah, there's a hierarchy about it. And yeah, some people don't want you to know. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess.
I think so. But that was where my man went to it.
And then
about it.
So they had the bowl of mints there. And, you know, Ashley tells her sometimes your breath is on the hot side. I don't know. It's getting a little old, but she's like, you know.
It was a little rude. I felt like there was a better way to come to her about it.
Exactly.
But I mean, I don't know how, like, but yeah, to have to say that in front of the group, like, that's the thing with Ashley. It's like you playing like you want to be her friend, but then you kind of put her in those positions, which is not friend behavior.
No.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, like, they could, you know, but Wendy turning around when she said it so she wouldn't laugh, that cracked me up. Because here I go, that would have been me. Like, Lord, honey, just let me melt into this rug and act like I ain't there.
She said, well, if that's all she has to deal with after all the way they treated her, she'll take the mints, honey.
Give me one of the mints, huh?
But, you know, what did it for me is at the end, what Miss Cookie said. I said, oh. Whatever.
What did Cookie say? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. Let's get on to Miss Cookie, because I didn't understand her shade towards Wendy. So when she came in, Ashley said, oh, nice to see you three, you know. So she kind of said, well, if you want them, you can have them. And then as she sat down, she said, well, this must have been what Wendy was trying to get.
Girl,
I didn't understand that.
Trying to get them big old titties?
That's what I was trying to say. Like, I didn't understand why she inserted that. I didn't understand.
Look,
you know
lady.
What I mean, the correlation, because ain't nobody, I don't think, asking for that.
Is she trans? I'm talking about she trans body. She thinks she's slimmer. She thinks she, you know, because some people, you know, they think they really, you know, different than what we see in the mirror. So maybe that's her.
Body dysmorphia.
Yes. And maybe she thinks she look like something else. Because, bitch, Waukesha or Wendy.
You said it's not accepted anymore, especially in California. My husband still smokes. Okay, smokes still. Okay. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, the promotion of it for sure is not something that anybody. That's why, like, you don't see, like, there's nothing of it, and we try not to. I would think that they're not trying to show nobody on camera per se with it, but I feel like they do try to out the ones that do. Luann smokes, you know what I mean, like, and they've outed her about it in a rude type of way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I never knew. I learn something new every day because I never do that. But I'm not a smoker, so. So yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't understand what Miss Cookie had said about.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. That was like, it was a low blow, and it was from nowhere.
I don't know. A low blow to me.
Oh, Lisa Vanderpump does too.
I don't think a low blow because that lady looked like shit. So I mean.
That's why I was
yes,
a low blow. To assume that anybody went somewhere trying to get something you had, that's what I mean. That was low, honey. Like, excuse me?
Girl.
Girl. You are the example I'm taking in somewhere? I think not.
Girl, I don't need them big things. So, honey, let's keep it on moving. So, So they had Nicole guiding the ladies in the sound bath. You know, that shit wasn't taken for none of them. Wendy was like, can we wrap it up? I can do a sound bath in 2 minutes. Tia said, is it working? Then Angela lets us know she's a certified mindful outdoor guide. So she's going to do a fire circle with the crystal. Kay is the first one to say, thank you for reminding me what a friendship looked like. So I think that's supposed to have been shade to Wendy though too. And then we have what's her name? Stacy gets up and do the cleansing breath. What is it called? The goddess breath. And she says she saves the day.
It was Giselle talking about this in a minute.
So then we get on to Stacy trying to show her receipts, girl. Look at it. Now her receipt says that she was definitely the defendant and he was the plaintiff. So her husband wanted to divorce her, and her ass didn't even have no attorney. And just,
I don't know. I mean, I'm not invested in it. It's like in none of the information where that's concerned. So I don't know.
I think if she was going to show anything, she should have showed. I would have showed nothing. I would have kept on. I would have never mind them because this here doesn't show anything.
Yeah, that's what. I don't.
According to Giselle,
I don't know what to do with the information.
Giselle was like, "That's fake." She went online and made that up herself. So,
I would think that if you was gonna show anything, it would be whatever the paperwork is that has the stamp, because like having something like that feels. If it does feel like it's like incomplete, but again, feeling like you would have to show anybody anything, I guess.
And she said she prayed about it. Girl, you gotta be praying about Ashley ass.
That's what she said.
Ashley trash ass with that raggedy ass yard. Lord have mercy. So, anyways, so she gets them to come over there. Then they're all over there talking. And so we get to Giselle and Ashley at Tally Ho at Karen's favorite spot. They want to plan something for Karen's birthday. So we get Kay come in there with a red outfit on to Tally Ho, and Miss Cookie come with all the titties out. She's and she talks about what's going on with Karen. Karen is in jail reading a bunch of books and working out real good. So she also insinuates that Karen could be getting out early, which we know she is. So she probably will be filming. So she's messing with her phone.
But she's not filming. So this is the thing. We don't want to get confused with when this is being filmed. So
they just started back filming.
So Karen was in jail the whole time the season was being filmed.
They said they're filming now.
I know, but this season is over. Now they might give us some added because we didn't have the reunion. So I'm saying they might give us some added, be able to kind of add us in. The most we can hope for is her showing up at the reunion. I think what they're filming now, same as like most of the time, is sort of next season. You know what I'm saying? So we might be able, like how they had her release being able to be shown at the beginning of this season. I'm just saying, I don't think we should work. We're not gonna see Karen except unless it's at the reunion or some type of update at the end of the season, because they were done filming the season. They done filming the season, but she coming back. We know that's why her spokesperson is there. We are gonna see her, and I'm thinking we should hopefully be able to see her at the reunion because that wasn't filmed.
Okay, so you don't think some of the add-ins are because they're acting?
No, I don't think they're gonna extend the season.
Okay, we might
get. I think we'll get an update, but no, I don't think they're gonna extend the season.
Okay, well, we should see.
Happen at the reunion.
So, let me go here. So then from there, she says that Chris Samuels is texting her, and that's when Ashley goes into this thing saying about her friend Tatiana. Says that Stacy wanted to hook up with Chris, and she did hook them up or to introduce them. And then Giselle was like, call Monique. Then Miss Cookie said he ain't gonna have that funky odor up in his house. No, ma'am. And that's how it ends. What do you think?
I just wanted to know why Chris Samuels all of a sudden texting you about what. But that was really it. I thought that was convenient, the way that they added that in. It don't feel natural. And so I don't know. It felt like a scheme that Todd set up. I think I'm almost inclined to believe Stacy about this. That man probably did call her first, and maybe she did end up going out or something with him. But what I'm saying, she may not have even had no idea about, you know what I'm saying, Monique and Monique being a Potomac housewife. I don't know, you know.
Oh, I bet she knew Monique was a housewife.
You think so?
So she said that. I'm asking this. Are you saying that she said he asked her out first, or?
Well, from the preview, that's what it sounds like she's going to say. It sounds like she's going to pull out her phone and say, he contacted me first. As Ashley has put out there that she requested to be put in touch with him.
Uh-huh.
So, like from the preview, the little small clip, it sounds like Ashley is going to say, like, yeah, you asked him to call. You know what I'm saying? Like on her end, she's got proof, but this man reached out to her. But it's Ashley kind of saying, well, you asked him to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where this sits. I don't know. It feels a little too convenient, like too orchestrated in a way. So is this where Monique is coming in as Ashley's friend?
I don't know who friend she coming in as. I don't know. All I know is I don't know. Yeah. All I know is Giselle said somebody call Monique.
Say get Monique with the binder on the phone, because that's the last time we saw Miss Noel. We saw Monique on Love and Marriage DC.
Uh-huh.
But from Potomac, last time Bravo saw Monique is when she pulled out that binder. And I wonder if it was Miss Carrie who was the lady in the DM. Pastor Brian's current wife.
That was giving her the information?
Yeah.
Is that Dr. Carrie?
I don't know. I just called her Miss Carrie.
I don't know. It seems like she wouldn't be. I would be above all this foolishness here. Me personally.
Well, it would be odd to say that when you willingly married a man who is in all the foolishness. I don't know if I don't know if I correlate being above it all with the guy that you married.
Well,
listen, and people change. Like maybe she get out, you know. They seem to make a good couple from, you know, what we see and everything. And she seemed to he definitely has a type. I think she looks a lot like Giselle. She's her own person for sure. She's got her own style. I am saying he seems to have a type.
Yeah.
And I just, like, again, I don't know if I equate being above it all with that being the man you choose to marry. I think being above it all might mean that you don't connect yourself to somebody with that type of history. Oh.
I think what I was trying to say is that, as far as if him and Giselle had put together a plan or whatever to keep her on the show, make sure she's making her little money, seems like whoever he was dealing with, if he was dealing with her, she would have known about it, and she wouldn't have went through the whole thing with.
Well, that's what I think is interesting. I'm not sure that there was a plan. I think that, you know, maybe there was a plan in which this man showed back up and acted like he wanted to date his ex-wife again. I think that's what she was doing. Now, what he was doing on the side of that is, you know, something different. It's hard for me to really put my mind around any female needing to make an arrangement with any man about pretending to date somebody.
You think she was interested in going back with her ex-husband?
I think people have bumped their head before, and yeah, I think it could be possible that, unfortunately, she may have found herself considering some bullshit like that. Yeah. Like, no,
I don't think it seemed like the kids were totally against it.
No, and as they should. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think that's what was going on, and I think he was doing whatever, you know. I think she didn't get to have enough time. I think as you kind of like the idea of it sounds great, you know what I'm saying? But then as you get and really kind of get into the details of it, like you kind of realize like, well, no, it's not, and the lifestyles are not gonna work out, you know. And yeah, your kids having an issue with it could be a lot of it too, because it's kind of like, well, most times you feel like your kids might want to see that happen.
Exactly.
But when you realize the kids don't, you might have to really take that into consideration. So that's why I was saying I wonder if, and maybe it wasn't just Miss Carrie, maybe it was some other person, but it seemed to me that Miss Carrie had to be around for them to be able to get married the way that they did. I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you dealing with a man and maybe you think he cheating on you. Maybe there's somebody specific, you know what I mean, like that you know, or whatever. That there's some questionable relationship happening, and you end up be done with this person, and then the next time you turn around, they're with this person who you question having this questionable relationship with. I think that there's a clear indicator that whatever you thought probably was going on.
So you said, let me understand this right. You're saying that Giselle thought he had a questionable relationship with Miss Carrie, or Miss Carrie having a...
No, I'm saying when Monique came out with the binder, her point was to say like he's dating other women. And so she had the woman in the inbox, and so she had printed this stuff out that this woman said, and whatever the text messages, like the proof or whatever. And I don't know what woman it was. I'm just saying I wonder
if it was
Miss Carrie, because, and I'm saying that to say, for them to be married in this point. I mean, I guess you can meet somebody and marry them within a year, but I would assume that for them to get married and kind of be in relationship the way they are, that possibly she had been around for some time. You know, that's kind of like as somebody he dated, whether it's off and on or whatever that looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing I would say that was different from that is because if he was trying to keep it, I mean, most men gonna do what they're gonna do anyways, but most people are not being filmed. And because this thing was filmed, and the kids seemed like they clearly didn't agree with what's going on.
He literally like made babies with somebody in his own congregation. I don't know if the common sense of what a person would do. I feel like that goes out the window once you done did that.
Well, yeah, you know, half of them pastors is correct. I'm just saying, but it's not filmed. It ain't filmed for the world to see that if he is actually, we didn't see him make a baby. We know the proof of one. But what I'm saying is, by this whole thing being filmed, that's why I just kind of felt like, it was what it was. I don't think that, I don't, the binder, it didn't seem like Giselle was that upset to me.
It wasn't. Well, I can see her not being that upset in the sense because that's somebody who you've already been through something devastating in that same type of way and public enough. Like you said, it wasn't being filmed, but it was your church congregation. Like, that's public enough. You know what I'm like? Thank God it wasn't filmed. You probably jump off the doggone ledge or something, you know?
Girl, because it'd be like that other pastor that the girl.
But I'm saying, so with her kind of like you said, not being surprised, it could be something like a realization, like, like you don't even hold that type of space to have the upsetness that, you know what I'm saying, like a person would have wanted to see. But I also think that Giselle does seem to be stoic in some way where she doesn't show her emotions. I don't know if that means, I ain't gonna say she don't have them, but she may not know how to be comfortable with showing them around people who she don't care about her. Like, if I can help it, I ain't gonna cry around a bunch of people who don't give a shit about me. Yeah, but I do think too, it could be like you say, she didn't seem to be surprised. Could have been something she had already found out on her own. I'm just saying, I can't buy into you. If somebody want me to believe that somebody is hiring somebody to play like they go together or play like they dating, like you literally got to give me more proof than some man is than them talking in a DM or something, because men are just. Like sometimes they're just raggedy.
So
and they do raggedy stuff.
So in this season that this happened, was they supposed to be exclusive or they were just supposed to be dating?
It sounded like they was just supposed to be dating.
Okay.
Now, again, what that means, I would like if somebody's dating me, I would prefer that they date only me. But at the same time, dating is dating. You know what I mean? So, and again, that's why I said, like, she's already been through a scandal with him. I could see her really kind of, if that happened again, not having much emotion to it.
Yeah, because like everybody was against it. Her daddy was against it. Her kids was against it. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
So, but we shall see. You say, yeah, we is kind of raggedy. He talking about men. What I said about the men, like, sometimes they do some raggedy stuff.
Yeah, they do.
And that, like, true. And sometimes a woman get used to it. Not used to even, not that she's going to continue to deal with it, but I'm saying, like, where you're not about to see the emotion come out about it. It's kind of like I was that way about someone, which is like I knew the expectation I had of this person was to be exactly who I'd known them to be. So it was to show up in a way that the expectation wasn't great at all. It was like, if you a dog, I just expect you to be a dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all.
Well, we'll see next week.
Yes, next week. So we'll come back.
Monica be back
with Bell Collective.
Yes, girl. Bell Collective.
Did you watch it?
I did. I gotta go back and watch it again, but I watched it a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honey, Marie need her tail whooped.
She do. Oh my God.
She do. She need her tail whooped.
Girl, I'm sitting here like, this white man ain't studying you.
You cannot be hard up for a man as much like this much.
I didn't get it, but what he say?
Marie ain't no damn 45.
Look, I'm 53. I'm 53, and I thought Marie, Dr. Marie, BBL Marie, I thought she was every bit older than me. Maybe because
45 and she, I don't know.
Maybe it's because of the makeup. Maybe it's because of the face full of makeup or something. I don't know. It's just, I thought she was older.
It might be her. It might be everything. She has a drawl to herself. She really cut, like her accent is, I don't know. It's giving Big Mama. That's kind of.
I thought she was older.
Yeah, it's giving Big Mama for me. And I don't know, like I ain't trying to, cause she don't. It's almost like Angela. What we were saying about Angela. It's not like she got these wrinkles and like no. I think she just presents as an older person. Period. Even with her even her dancing around, her little two-step. That's like very much mother of the church. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's giving Big Mama.
Yes.
That's what I think it is, because her face is fine. She don't, like I say, she don't look old. She just kind of presents mature.
She look 50.
Okay. Listen, she don't look as young as me. I say that. I'm 45.
I'm 53, and I thought she was older than I am.
Yeah, I don't think I look like her. But I do think I think it's a spirit too. I don't know.
But them that alien hairstyle wasn't getting it.
No, I didn't like that either. I don't know who decided on that, but I didn't like that.
I ain't like the slick hairstyle on her either. I think because her face is too big for it or something. I like the pixie cut.
I like it like that. I think she give me Betty Boop.
With the slick.
With the slick and the little curl.
I like the curls, but the slick.
The curl, whatever.
Her head too big for that. Some curls.
Close to her head, it gives me Betty Boop.
Yeah, her face is too big for to be slicked on her head.
Right,
like
and
that.
Cedric and her had hot BBLs at the same time, or what? Lord, did they give BBLs at the same time? Lord.
And how old is Cedric? Because he seems old too, or maybe just country.
Honey, he seemed broke down, and this is why I'm saying she need her tail whoop. You know, because Cedric is giving. He gonna take you for everything you got. Cedric is giving. He done ran out, used up all his money, played around in the streets. Now he broke. And now he coming back on to go get back with Big Mama, okay, like money making Marie, okay, millionaire Marie.
And she wanting to retire, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She's wanting to retire.
Well, honey, I don't think fooling with Cedric gonna get her there, but. Maybe her business is running better than I know.
That's what she said. That's what she was talking to the lady about, retiring. But the lady told her no, she needs some more time.
Mm-hmm.
Now that lady gotta be shit. Let me shut up, because she look old too. Now her business partner look like she in her 60s.
Oh wow!
Yes, she do. Yes, she do. If I'm 53, that lady look at least 10 years older than me. Point blank, period. Yes, she do. Her business partner, yes. They ain't nowhere near the same age. None. That lady born 60
I don't know
something.
about no 60.
Yes, girl. Yes, she looks. Hell, Nene about 60. That lady look older. Everything about that woman look older. I know she got some kind of cancer or something, but she look older. She look older. She act older. She look like she
maybe it's that light skin, cracking.
She ain't that light. She look older. She look like my aunties. And they all in their 60s. So that's what I'm looking at. Her name Essie.
Yeah, her name is Essie. It is Miss Essie. Wait, but that's true. What you say, old country, old name? Talking about, I call her Olivia. She look like an Olivia.
With them old eyes. Yeah, Miss Essie.
Essie is an old grandma name, honey. Essie.
Yeah.
Essie?
Her name ain't Marie. What's the rest of them ladies' name? Selena.
Leticia.
I don't know.
Selena. Tambra.
Now, to me, she look old. Tambra looks older to me.
Now, in my opinion, Tambra looks older than Essie. Tambra, her face, like that makeup that she have on, look like morgue makeup or something.
Yes.
Yeah, she looks older than Essie.
It seems like her hair is always too big for her face. Like she always get this really big hairstyle. It's just like way too much for her little face because she's so small and petite. Yeah. Yes, but Tambra looks old. That's why I was like, well, she's just not having her first baby. How old is damn Tambra?
Yeah, she looks old. And like I say, it might be, I feel like it's the makeup, that powder makeup, honey. I don't know. They need to do something about that.
I don't know, because yeah, she looks older. Because I watch her on it's her, Gary with the T, and God dang it, the other lady with the no. This is Alfreda's or something like that. Mm-hmm. They do there I said it.
Okay.
Okay. She be on there with them, going over the hot topics of the week.
She go over hot Stacy, I don't know why I don't see her in that type of space.
I guess that's because she do it on the radio. Because all of them work in radio.
Okay.
So yeah. So those, I guess, they all do radio. So they do this. Their podcast usually airs on Wednesdays, and it usually be pretty funny. So, but yeah, we'll do Bell Collective tomorrow. So I got to go back in here and watch it again and see, so I can put it all in order in my mind. But
we gonna hurry up and get to it next week, because next week is when I guess they're supposed to have some sort of party on Bill Collective, and the girl gonna basically put Glenn out on Front Street.
Yes. I mean, ooh, yes, that's gonna be something, a hot one. I mean, I'm enjoying the little show, but I thought, yeah, Marie, I don't know what you thought, who you thought we were, but I didn't believe the whole Martin thing, and he looked confused. She goes, you crying about it, but I didn't see a tear.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. I love Cedric, but I like Martin. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Oh my goodness. But yes, that's it. That's all. Let me get down here with this little baby, honey. I've been up here. My grandkids are looking at me crazy.
All right, honey.
All righty.
So tomorrow, same Batman time, same Batman channel, Bell Collective.
Yes, Bell Collective. And we'll see you then. Good night.